Welcome back to Two Brokies. Today we're talking about love language. No, love letters.
Love letters.
Love letters. Do you send love letters?
Yes.
And the history of love letters.
The history of love letters. We're going to talk about gay letters.
So our love languages, I was gifts.
Gifts.
Yours are words of affirmation, but you did talk about communication, which brought up like an interesting topic of like how we communicate love, the
Yes.
evolution of it over time.
Right.
Gays couldn't always just openly like profess their love. They
Right.
still don't. But
Yeah, there's a lot of things in the way.
they used to have to like actually write love letters.
Have you ever gotten a love letter?
I remember the first time I got passed a note in high school, and it was from clearly a gay man because he like handed me a note, and it was like he wrote in like bubble letters. So I was like, and we're in Catholic school, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he like passed it to me, and I was like,
Hey, you're like, get
What
away
a-
from me, lesbian.
yeah, I was like, first of all, how many people saw that? I just set it on fire.
Oh, that's so
That was
sad,
great.
right?
No,
I
yeah,
think I would have been a really good like gay middle schooler, but I didn't get the chance.
I would have been a problem.
Yeah.
Like, had I been out in school, I would have for sure ran that bitch.
School, let alone college, Ann Arbor wouldn't have seen nothing like me coming. That's for sure.
I was out at the end of college.
I didn't make it.
And-
So was that your only love letter? Did you get more as you advanced in your gay career?
I got like postcards from an ex. He like went to Spain and then he sent me, but not really like, not even love texts or emails. I think people understand when I'm entering a binding agreement with me that is a relationship that love letters probably aren't going to be the thing.
Wow. Interesting.
I'm going to go ahead out on a limb here and say that you've written love letters.
I've written a lot. I would say the ratio sort of isn't great for me. I did love letters one summer to a girlfriend, and it was definitely a 6 me, her 1 ratio. I still appreciated the 1.
I mean, to be fair, you hurt yourself journaling.
Yeah, but that was a different time. Since you're kind of like witchy astro man, what sign do you think is the most likely to write a love letter? And selfishly, I want to know, am I kind of a Capricorn outlier?
I think Capricorns are most likely to write a love email. The Capricorn's the one that sent me the postcard.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, and he, I think, would write a love letter. I think Pisces, the water signs are more likely.
Pisces, let's be honest, their love letters are more of a warning.
Mm-hmm. It's written in blood. Maybe an air sign would write like a love note. Yeah, I'm going to say the water signs.
So
most
water.
likely.
Okay, so you didn't say a lot of Earth, though. Well, the Capricorn.
Yeah, I don't think Earth's doing that.
Really?
They're going to do an email and a text, maybe a call.
Maybe a call.
A letter? How inefficient. They're going to wait 2 days. A fire sign? Absolutely not. They don't know how they're going to feel about you in 2 days. They'll have to have it hand delivered. An Aquarius? No.
No, I don't think so.
I actually would be okay with a love letter at this point in time because now the only love letters I get are like 2 a.m. You up?
Okay, so
I'm like, oh, you love me. But,
I get confused about that too, to be fair.
and you have something for us today.
I do.
Do you have a little
gay story?
I'm ready.
So this little gay story comes to us from the Washington Post. Some people call it the WaPo.
Okay.
Okay. It's called.
And for you cool cats, it's the WaPo.
So it's
Hit us
called.
with that WaPo.
You've heard of WAP? This is WaPo. Okay. So the title is A Gay First Lady. Yes, we've already had one. And here are her love letters.
Okay.
Okay. So this comes from a book called The Precious and Adored Love Letters of Rose Cleveland and Evangeline Simpson Whipple from 1890 to 1918.
1890 to 1918.
Yes. And I just want to say Rose Cleveland and Evangeline Simpson Whipple sound like gay women.
Whipple?
Whipple. That's a gay woman.
Yeah, that's Evangeline.
Yeah, that's a gay woman.
Shout out to all you gay Evangelines.
Gay Evangelines. What's up?
Whipple. Whipple means something.
I think it meant a lot to Rose Cleveland back in the day. Okay, so Grover Cleveland took office in 1885. He was a 50-year-old bachelor, highly frowned upon at the time for the office.
Okay.
So they were like, hey, man, you got to bring your respectable sister, Rose, to be the first lady because you don't have a woman.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about the presidents, but how many bachelor presidents were there?
I actually don't know the answer to that. But I
Oh,
know
no.
that Grover Cleveland was one.
And they were like, you need a woman of the house.
Yes. And so the protocol called for an unmarried or widowed female relative. And Rose, listen to how gay this is, was seen as Rose was seen as respectable, well educated, and she was a teacher at a women's seminary. Rose.
Come on.
So, okay. They met after she stopped serving her time as the
Someone was
first lady.
plucking those petals. It took me that long to come up with the
With
rose.
Rose.
Okay.
So Rose was 43 and never married. Swag. Right.
Lesbian. Of that time.
Of that time. And Evangeline was 33 and inherited a fortune from her dead husband who was 50 years her senior. So also swag.
Okay, Evangeline was a genius.
Evangeline was working the room, bro.
Gonna get in early and get him out early, and then I'm
Evangeline
gonna
was
enjoy
like-
my lesbian rich life.
Evangeline was like, what are you, 100? Works for me. Okay, so I wanted to tell you because I thought that was so beautiful. It's sad a little, right? Because they don't really know what this
I
is.
like sad.
Okay, well, perfect for you. Rose struggled to name their relationship. This is a quote. I cannot find the words to talk about it. The right words will not be spoken. So she couldn't be like, we're in gay love, because they didn't really have that at the
So
time,
they had to
right?
speak in code.
Basically. So she says, my Eve, I love you. It paralyzes me. Surely you cannot realize what you are to me and what you must be. Yes, I dare it now. I will no longer fear to claim you. You are mine by every sign in earth and heaven, by every sign in soul and spirit and body, and you cannot escape me. You must hear me all the way, Eve.
Okay, that sounds like a warning.
I think it's sweet.
That's giving Kathy Bates a misery.
We don't actually have any of Evangeline's letters. We only have Rose's because
Because Evangeline didn't write any.
no,
Because
was the 6 and
Evangeline-
1 again?
No, it was 6 and 0.
No, she did
Evangeline
because
actually didn't even know who Rose was. It was like, why do I keep
No.
getting these letters?
no, Rose has little quotes from Evangeline's letters in hers where she's like, remember when you said that?
Again,
And
Evangeline got it and was like, I never said that.
they called each other.
is
This
this?
is also so adorbs. They called each other Clevie and Winnie.
Did they? I'm now believing this is a one-sided story.
Okay. And they also called each other Granny and Grandchild, which was a joke about how much older Rose was than Evangeline. Only 10 years. But back in the day, that was
What? That doesn't even make any sense. Then who was Evangeline's husband? Her great-great-great-grandfather?
it's not making sense. It's love.
No, it's not making sense because Rose made this up.
Okay, that's not true. She calls her my Clevie, my Viking.
Like a cleaver.
No, like Cleveland. It's very sweet. Don't you think this is sweet?
I actually don't. I thought I was going to when you told me what it was about, at first. But
Okay, well, let me tell you about them coming. Are you ready for that?
yes.
Okay, Rose and Evangeline's relationship was undoubtedly sexual. In addition to being loving and intimate, one letter describes a long, rapturous embrace that carries us both to the summit of joy in search of the goal of love. Have you ever been to that summit?
Is this again from a Rose letter?
Yeah, I told you, we don't have Evangeline's. They burned in a house fire or something.
Likely story, Rose. They hugged and they both came. That's what that sounded like.
They held each other in a rapturous embrace.
It's sounding like they hugged.
I think you are such a
Rose.
hater.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful early gay love story. They had to find a way to communicate with
It
each
kind
other.
of sounds like the first lesbian stalker story.
No, I think it was Much. Because you want to know what? I have something for you. Guess what?
Okay, what?
I forgot a piece of the history.
Okay.
No one would have even known about this except for Evangeline demanded to be buried next to Rose
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and left that in her death wish, whatever.
And no one wants to be buried next to their stalker.
Exactly.
So, okay.
Unless they just are really like, hey, man, you win. I give up.
I guess that is a vital piece of proof that would have helped me.
Yeah. I think you would have been less of a haterade throughout if I had. This is why the gay community and the lesbian community. I'm just kidding.
It goes back to Rose and Evangeline.
Evangeline.
Yeah. Whipple.
So isn't that a cute little gay story? They
Yeah.
found each other, fucked their husbands, they're dead.
They
Rose never had
hugged.
one. They hugged one, they came, they died.
That's cute. Did they end up
Honestly?
getting buried next to each other?
Yes.
I love that.
Evangeline got her wish. So cute.
If you had to write a love letter to your future spouse, Let's be real. We already wrote them. Can you read us what you would have written?
Yeah, for sure. But I was wondering, like, okay, it actually probably is better for me to go first because after you do yours and it's like cool and charming, I'm going to be annoyed. So it's better that I do mine first. Now, for this segment, when we prepared together, I actually already had one written. And that is that is extremely embarrassing, but I thought it might be kind of funny and extremely earnest if I just read what I wrote.
Okay,
I am going to
Ernest.
want to kill myself, but I've already made peace with
Oh
that.
my God.
Okay, I wrote this.
One broke gay.
I wrote this in September after I crashed out pretty hard after a breakup.
September?
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be like from hike school.
Maybe I should have said that.
You said, I wrote this in September.
Okay, it's pretty embarrassing, but I'm going
I
to do it
love
anyway.
that.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
My dearest, my darling, where the fuck are you? I'm getting bored of not knowing who you will be or what you will be like. Don't get me wrong, I have an incredibly full life that continues to grow and surprise me in a million ways. But I'm starting these notes because 1, I believe in true love, and 2, I feel like you're close. Something in my spidey senses. Okay, let's see.
Oh, don't skip lines.
Well, there is some that I have to skip because it's boring, but this part isn't, and it's very embarrassing. I recently broke it off with someone who, well, they weren't you. Let's just keep it classy and say that. That's what it says.
This is to an imaginary person. This is to your future love.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. It's a couple pages. Oof, this is rough. I'm really rethinking this strategy. It's crazy I can miss someone that I don't even know. Okay.
If I had any idea when I suggested this that you had one in the back pocket and it is so earnest.
Oh, it's so embarrassing. Okay.
Oh.
It says, it's crazy I can miss someone I don't even know.
Hallmark who?
Oh, no. The pages are stuck together.
You being like, huh, to someone that's not real yet is like
Okay.
next level.
Blah, blah, blah. I think that I believe good things don't have to be excruciatingly difficult. Still working on that.
This is,
It's horrifying. And do you want to know the best part? This is how I start the next one. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I think maybe I need 6 more months. So yeah, that's mine. Good thing I had that ready to go. I don't know.
I really hope.
Trying to manifest.
I really hope they give you that 6 months.
See, I was thinking about you. You know, I'm trying to keep to the plan.
I'm going to be honest with you. Person that doesn't exist. I need some more time.
So yeah, that's mine. Do you maybe have one? Do you maybe have like a cool letter?
I always got...
Well, I thought maybe I was just as of olden times.
Oh, you really wrote one? I thought you told me it was on your phone.
It is. This is empty.
Oh my God.
But imagine I was like a gay Paul Revere. The British are coming all over me. Anyway.
But I'm sure.
Thank you. You should have gone last. That was crazy.
It was truly bad. Yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
It was bad. Some of my best work is done alone at night in my journals.
Okay.
This was mine. God, this isn't going to hit now. Dear future husband.
Aw.
I hate your stinking guts. You make me want to vomit. Your scum beneath my toes.
Love, Kevin.
That's really good.
It's from The Little Rascal.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Did you know what he was really writing? Like, that's me. Okay, so I am Alfalfa. He was writing, Dear Darla, I can't live without you. Really. I'm not kidding. You're Romeo, Alfalfa. I didn't write one.
Sweet and short.
Because I think that would be mine. It would just be like, Love you.
A little less verbose.
I love you. I'm so happy you're in my life. Love, Kevin. Like, it would just
Aw,
be
that's
that.
sweet.
I need a full transcript. I gotta read that.
Yeah, and I was kind of doing these every night for a while.
There's more?
Yeah, I was kind of doing these every night for a while
I'm
because I
gonna
had
be
this
honest
idea.
with you.
I had this idea that I would give this to them. I think you should burn it, right?
If someone was like,
Hey,
I've been waiting for you. If you could just.
I thought it was big cute, but now I read
It
it.
might be cute. I'm sure it's cute.
I don't know. Now that I say it out loud.
It's cute.
If someone did hand me a full book of letters they wrote me when they didn't know me, I would be a little like.
I think you would love it. Because you would be
Yeah,
like.
I would love it. You're right.
You would be like, that's so crazy. I think they have to have one.
Yeah, so I feel like I write a lot of gay love letters, actually.
Yeah, I
sometimes
had
they're
no
addressed, sometimes they're to no one.
I had no idea when we're stepping into this.
Yeah,
so. I don't even know how to wrap it. Okay, if hit us in the comments. Do you write gay love letters like, or like me? And if you haven't written a love letter, feel free to write us one in the comments.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to
Two
Broken
Gays.
Jesus Christ.
That was amazing.
It's pretty bad.